When I was working in presidential personnel, my job would be to recruit the nation's best to serve in key positions that would have humongous ramifications on the rest of the country. Whether it was the head of the National Cancer Institute, which was in charge of finding a cure for cancer, and its parent agency, the National Institutes of Health. That's responsible for $36 billion of biomedical research a year. They're responsible for the basic science research. So typically, we're looking for a Nobel Prize winner in the biosciences that has managed a large organization like a university or a prestigious medical school that has scientific integrity, a member of the National Academy of the Sciences, usually the Institute of Medicine, and has been involved in lots of grant making because you divvy out $36 billion of grants a year. There are very, very few Christians that would be qualified for that position. And when I then joined the White House and working a lot of hours at the very beginning to make sure the president was adequately staffed, the church that I was attending was so concerned that I was only now attending Sunday services and not the weekday Bible studies, and I had to pull out some of my mentoring relationships and my deacon responsibilities. They were so concerned about my spiritual health that they ended up putting me on the care list, which deeply hurt me during that time. As a result of that action, and a number of Christians that were working in the White House during the early part of the administration, we quickly came to the conclusion that our churches that we were attending didn't understand what type of work that we were doing. And we prayed about it, what God would have us do, and in the end, we believed that God was calling us to start a Bible study in the White House. And the reason why was we needed to get fed the Word of God during the work week because we weren't able to go to a normal Bible study. Further, because many of us were involved in national security issues or other issues that were either sensitive or classified, it's not like we could share that burden in with our Bible study because we'd be we'd be violating the law, but also people who aren't involved in those areas aren't going to have a deep appreciation for those issues. And so it was a lot easier for us to do it within the context of other White House staffers mutually supporting and encouraging each other and holding each other accountable. That Bible study grew. We started off with about half a dozen staffers during that time. And after the beginning of the administration, that grew to a steady 20 to 40 members over the course of the first 6 months. And eventually, we started not only multiple Bible studies during the week so that staffers would have a chance every day of the week to get fed the Word of God, but we started Bible studies at every shift because when you work national security on the third shift, in many places of employment, nobody works at 2 in the morning, but at the White House, there are a lot of people that work at 2 in the morning, and they ought to get a chance to have fellowship also.